at Musgrave Hill Bowls Club for the round of Jarryd Davies. My debut as a commentator, so I hope I don't throw you all off, but it's Brian's AWOL. Thank our sponsors. Containers for Change. Become Containers for Change partner to start recycling containers with our free bins and collections. For every empty container, you can earn your Bowls Club 10 cents to help with social functions and new equipment, donations to charity and more. Always get behind our sponsors. And we'd also like to thank the host club, which is Musgrave Hill Bowls Club, for making their facilities available for these 2024 state championships. We can't have these events without the host clubs. And we'd also like to thank the umpires and greenkeepers and bar staff and bistro staff and all the volunteers for their support of the event.
And very good morning. And a very good morning from Junior. We've teamed up today. We're going to bring a little bit of humour to the commentary today. A couple of one-liners and a couple of history about these two guys, because they're two fantastic guys, and it's a bit like the old bull and the young bull up on the hill. They've got a little bit of experience, a bit of youth, a lot of experience, and it should be just a cracking game today. You can see them just having their final end warm-up. Or Robbie, is this our start? They get one or two? Okay, 2 in roll-up, and the boys are just finding their pace, their line, and just strap yourself in, because it's going to be a cracking game.
Should be a cracker, Junior. They've both been playing pretty well. Jason was in the section next to me yesterday at Benoa and had a cracking game with Ryan Bester. It was an incredible game. Jason just kept drawing in and Ryan just kept killing them, but it went down to the wire and Jason got over and had a comfortable win this morning. And Jarryd had pretty similar form at Benoa yesterday and then destroyed me this morning.
Mate, you come out unscathed. There's no stitches or anything, so you're all right,
mate. A couple of Band-Aids, mate. A couple of Band-Aids.
Incidentally, I had to go down to Benoa Chempro and get Mum's pills yesterday, so I took the opportunity to have a bevy at Benoa.
Yeah, right.
And the talk was that game with Ryan.
Yeah, right.
And the greens, absolutely fantastic. How did you find them, mate? All right?
Yeah, mate, they were good. There wasn't too much difference to the greens here at Musgrave where we've been playing. Obviously, all the greens have had a fair bit of rain around the Gold Coast, so they're a bit on the slower side. But
yeah,
listen, the draw was reasonable. You just had to find your line and get on it. And we got Mary Ingram there watching from Scotland, Junior.
Lovely Scotland.
All the way from Scotland.
Love it.
Always good to see the international viewers.
I had a wonderful time in Edinburgh with a good mate of mine at the vodka bar.
Vodka bar. I wouldn't imagine ever seeing you at a vodka bar, mate.
And mate, we couldn't find Mel Gibson anywhere. We kept yelling out, "Where's Braveheart?" We couldn't find him. But anyway, that's a little bit of humour. These boys have got a bit of form, and you know a bit about Jace, don't you? Having played with him for quite some time.
Played a lot of years with Jason in the Toowoomba district sides and for Premier League in Toowoomba. He's be an interesting match. Jason's go-to is to draw out of trouble. Doesn't have a big hit, and Jarryd has a huge hit to get out of trouble when required. So see who gets on it first and can put the pressure on.
Absolutely, and it will be one of those games. It will be putting the pressure on and the response, and then a counter response, and then taking the safety aspect into account, and
yeah,
this will have it all. And young Jarryd, up from Victoria, joined the Bulls, I think 2 years ago. Hell of a nice young bloke.
Very polite on the green, and
yeah, total.
It was a great opening bowl there. Just a couple of bowls short of the jack.
Somehow I don't think it'll take the boys too long to grasp this green.
Jason's using a Aero Quantum bowl, which has a bit more draw, which will probably suit the Musgrave greens.
And weight just about right. First two bowls. First bit's good.
It's tracking down nice again. You'll just want to be trying to get just behind. You finish right on it. Never seen a bloke so hard on himself than Jason Grundon. He can be 2 bowls short and giving himself some uppercuts.
And not too far away. Is he going to run that around the corner?
Yeah, he's corrected that beautifully. What a great shot.
Is he going to finish around in behind to give him something to have a poke at, or is he going to go in?
Trying to just crack an egg on it to give himself a chance. He'll be a little bit disappointed with finishing short there. Jace will be looking for something similar, just get behind.
He finished just a little bit tight.
Yeah, he's just dropped the weight on it. Not a real easy shot here for Jarryd to try and reclaim the shot. Trying to draw it around the edge, get a bit of the jack, or just crack it back enough to get shot.
All right, he's having a little stalk, a little watch.
Just to get back for him, he's just going to hang out a bit, but it's going to come to
solid home.
Good home. Not that Jason will be trying to attack it, but he doesn't. On the slower green, it's quite easy just to be that foot over, and he'll spring that jack out. So you'll want to make sure that he's wide here.
Absolutely.
Let the bowl come back.
I believe Jason's family have been steeped in bowls out in that the Western Division for years, haven't they?
Yeah, you know, Jason lost his father last year. There's a lot of bowlers give him a good farewell because he's such a loyal supporter to bowls and a good bowler himself.
Yes.
Just dropped this short. He wouldn't have been too keen on getting too close to that.
No. So first blood to Jason Grundon, 1-0 after 1. And today's match is 1st to 21. So be assured there'll be tactics going everywhere.
Interesting to see who breaks the tactic. Jarryd has been playing fairly long this morning against me, and that's been Jason's go-to as well. So they've both been playing fairly long lengths in the sectional play and the round of 64 this morning. So they'll both start off that way, but one will crack and try and change it up.
Yeah. Good morning to Jill Brearley. Hello from, I'll try and get this right, Mangawahi. Mangawai. That was close, Robbie. Denise Connor, good luck, Jason. Jason Beattie, raving reporter for World Bowls. Very good morning, Junior. Thank you, mate.
There might be a few players from Toowoomba get on. I see Marty Scott there. Here you go, Marty. You go, Jason. Marty's one of the Premier League players at the Outlaws in Drayton.
On your Marty. Ian Greenshields.
Saying good morning, loving the work.
Barossa Valley, South Australia. I'm not on the grape.
Not on the grape.
I'm a CC man, but I tell you, he's in the right spot for the grape. Here's a lovely bowl. Oh, no jack.
I'm going to flick it over to Jarryd. But you won't be too disappointed with that. He's
Jarryd's changed hands. He's going back to that. That hand is an acquired hand, isn't it?
It's definitely a bit tighter on the TV rank. It's a little bit tight across the other greens, but there's a bit more forgiveness on the others. Don't have to miss your line by much to just hang out there. And
I was watching the game before, and the black line seems to be the big indicator. Get outside that and you're gone. It's a lovely try there. Good home.
Just going to hang on the lip of the ditch. You won't be too disappointed with that.
He's tied his line up somewhat. Maybe a bit runny.
He's running. He needs to get down.
Geez, I'm a bad judge, aren't I? I know how to stop him.
Didn't judge the weight of that too well, but
no.
Very close to counting.
That's much like my bowls. You know, it could be anywhere.
Could be anywhere.
Yeah. Jay's just asking the question, which is the closest bowl? So what do I need to sit on, or what do I need to beat? First bit's real good.
He's searching down, trying to land on the bowl or grab a bit of jack to his back one. He might grab a bit of it.
Very good bowl.
He made a couple of shots. Jack's only just right on the lip of the ditch there now, and Jason's holding a couple. Jarryd's last bowl's probably in the line there by the look of the camera to try and ping it in, so he's just going to try and draw as close as he can, or just run it in with the draw weight.
If he gets to Jace's bowl, the inside bowl, he's home and hose. Ooh.
He's going to struggle to get back, but he's got pretty good weight. He's hanging on the lip too, so be close.
Very much so. Straight for the string.
Maybe measure. Definitely won't be two. Jace hangs on to it.
Who have we got out there as the umpire? Who's scoring? Oh, Gussie. Yep. Gussie won this tournament. That's it, yes, yes. Gus runner-up to Aaron, the great Aaron Sheriff, in the AO a couple of years ago. No mean feat. Getting through all of those stages to play in a final is something unbelievable.
Yes, Michael, Jason's still using quantums. Aero quantums.
Well, it started now, mate. Here we go. Jimmy Williams, go the Bush Ranger.
There'll be a few Bush Rangers, mate, throwing their support towards Jason. Been not that he's really broke through in the state titles in singles, but he's been an incredible singles player for many years. I think he's won well and truly up near 15 A-grade singles at Nth Toowoomba, and back when the Premier League and Super Challenge had their wars, he was one of the best singles players in the Super Challenge for many years for Nth Toowoomba Bush Rangers. Jarryd just a little bit
Bit
unlucky
unfortunate,
there.
wasn't it?
Just cut his line a little bit and rolling Jason up for a couple.
Samuel Roberts, go Jace. Michael Bretherton. Bretho, cheers, Grinder. Bretho. Good man. Well, 3 within a mat.
3 within a mat, mate. When Jace finds the pace of the green, he can do that all day.
We may
Loves
see a little bit of aggression here.
Could see a little bit.
No?
He's just trying to draw another one.
Maybe give himself a little bit more to play with at the back.
There's still a bit of room there. Jason's back one's probably 2 or 3 feet behind. It looks a bit closer on the screen. But Jason won't really want to fatten this too much more. We'll probably be trying to get to one of the back bowls or even the furthest back bowl.
Yep, definitely.
Jarryd has a mean drive on him when he wants to let loose.
Well, there's a bit of cover there, and he may have, a bit hard on the angles, but he may have drawn another shot.
Could be a little bit disappointed. Would have rather been a little bit higher to get closer to that bowl of Jarryd's. There's still a bit more room there than it looks at the moment. Jarryd's is still trying to outdraw it. Looked like a inviting target for a bit of a ping on the camera, but just a bit heavy. Bowl not getting down as quick as he would have liked.
Angles were good for it.
Looks like a 4, I'd say, by the way. Jarryd cleaned the bowls out there pretty quick. There was no indication of look for the 4th shot.
Full dance card.
Jason's continuing to play this very close to tee length. He'll try and get back all the way with the Quantum's coming back with a nice draw on this post green.
Oh.
2 good opening bowls just behind, 2 or 3 feet behind Jack.
Cutting ahead a little bit, but it's still in a bowl within a mat.
Not sure who's holding there at the moment, but Jarryd just be trying to get one nice and close and add a bit of pressure. Ben Hubbard sending the message for Jarryd to fire up.
Benny Walsh. Benny Walsh. Good time, Benny. And a good morning to you too, champion.
I'm sure Jarryd will fire up pretty soon, Ben, mate. He is playing pretty good this morning. Drawing well and converting well. It won't take him too long to get back into the game.
There's a solid bowl.
Cracking shot here for me.
Nice.
Around to
Jack
confirm
high.
the shot. Hidden away from Jason's front one.
Jace will play the backhand and with a foot of weight push his through.
I think you'll stay away from that tighter side, mate. Jace is a bloke that fairly confident to back himself on the draw most times to get out of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be fairly confident that he can draw that. So give it a decent chance if he's got the weight.
Absolutely.
All the way. Just got the wrong side of it.
Game of inches.
Finished in a pretty good home just the same. You know, Jarryd, and he's holding one. He only needs a small trail there to make, you know, maximum count. So Jace will be disappointed that he didn't draw the shot, but pretty happy that he's put it in a good spot to save dropping that number.
Slightly wider, but it's coming in nicely. Has he got the weight?
Just going to die off fraction, but we wonder, Jarryd. Morning, Justin. Yes, it should be a good game, this one, I think.
Well, Jarryd's off the mark now, so the monkey is off the back. And he'll be looking to improve in the next couple of ends.
Still, the mat's not right back on the tee, but it's still a fairly long end. The mat's about 6 foot off the back tee, and that's halfway down the chalk line, so they still chose to go for this long length that they've both been using in the previous games.
Did he change the length when he was playing you? Or just kept it at that?
No, he's going pretty good, mate. I was the one trying to change the length, trying to get back in the game, but it's definitely long was to go to, like the tactic from the start, and Jason won't mind that he's playing long because it's been the same tactic at Jason, so they're still getting into the game. It's still opening blows, but
lovely bowl here. You get a sit, Jaces.
Yeah, two crackers to open up from Jarryd. Just resetting, a bit of a distraction or something, just caught his eye.
Slightly wider line on that one.
Yeah, you don't...
Again, weight perfect for the shot.
Jason's hardest critic on himself, mate. He'll be giving himself uppercuts for that. He's such a perfectionist and such a nice bloke. I'll be tempted to change his hand now, I think. Get down and try and land Jarryd's bowl, or pick up the kitty back through to his back ones. Not a bad line, and
great bowl.
Just to hurry a little bit.
Just going to miss the jack, but very handy. So Jarryd now has an opportunity to sit Jace's bowl on the backhand. Sit it through, possibly push it through far enough to get a 4, but Jason's got another bowl. He doesn't miss twice, does he?
Well, pressure's another thing though, mate. You know, Jarryd will be definitely trying to land that bowl out and make the count as high as possible, or even get back and get a better one shot, you know.
Mm-hmm.
As much as Jace can draw, the pressure's another thing, you know. Joe got a bit unlucky there. It looks like he's rolled that out, so Jace has probably got holding, I'd imagine. May even go back to the backhand on his preferred draw and just try and add to the count. In the air out. Just needs to run it out.
Mm-hmm.
There he goes. It was a great shot there from Jason.
Brilliant.
Another 2 shots. He's got out to be 8-1 now to Jason. tactical change for Jason. He'll be going long again.
So, mate, have we got any news from Rink 46 for the upcoming
Premier League?
Yeah.
I don't know, mate. I haven't really been talking to the guys. I decided last year was my last year of Premier League, so been playing for quite a few years and travelling long distances to play Premier League, but I've hung the boots up, mate, hung the cap up. But I would they'd be imagine they'll be going again, mate. There's no reason not to. The golf club in Rink 46 doing a great job up there on top of the hill.
Absolutely.
Revamp the old Drayton Bowl sub.
Mark and Kiwi and the boys all sort of band together and
yeah, mate.
Have a crack.
Kiwi's still involved with it all.
Great starter from Jace. A little toucher and say within a foot. And a solid reply.
Well, the commentators talk imperial and not metres. I guess it's just old. No one's really converted in the games. We all sort of spoke about foot and yards, and it's about the only part we do in his bowls life. I definitely don't in personal life. It's all metres. But it's easy to explain.
Hey, Dave, you'd know all about inches in a foot, wouldn't you? Just 300 for a foot.
Great. 2 opening bowls from Jason there. Jarrett's just on the attack down. He killed the end.
A young fella.
Bit unlucky with that result, but he'll take the kill. He would have much rather the jack in the pond next to his bowl, but
that's the beauty of no re-tee. You don't like it, kill it, let's go again.
Yeah.
Such was the game, apparently, from, you were there, Jason and Ryan Bester.
Yep.
If it's not shaping up, you wouldn't want anyone else throwing one down than Ryan Bester to kill it, would you?
Oh, mate, Ryan's a world-class singles player, and that's, Jace had him on the draw, but as Ryan does, he'll fight his way back in. He just kept killing the ends until he could set up some heads where he could score, and which he did, and made an incredible comeback. And I think it was 2016 or 2018, and Ryan was holding 2 or 3 incredible shots, and Jason out-drew. Only had inches to draw and drew it to take the game.
It would have been a cracker to have on the live stream, that game, wouldn't it? 2 very, very well respected players in their own right, and a superb game. Well, Dale's saying that I'll just watch the bowl come down. Nearly a stingray slider. Dale, a bit cool and wet in Toowoomba today. Great day to stay in warm. Love the coverage. Good on you, Dale. Mate, just get some of that triple buttered popcorn. Microwave for about 2.5 minutes. In bed, put it on the big screen and just watch the bowls and relax, son.
Pete, I'd rather there's a job down here, mate, if you want to commentate. They're a bit short this morning. That's hence why Grinder's in the box.
Oh, well, Pete, I've got to tell you, mate, the crabs are all right. Just haven't put the pot in. We've got to get them out shortly. Full moon, so they're all on the run around. Good to see you viewing in, though, Pete. Have a good day, mate. Jarryd on that wide line. Going to get back to his. On the inside. Nice. Leaves a gap. Maybe holding one. There's your weight, Jace. Okay, well, definitely only holding one now.
Yeah, the angle's a bit deceiving here. It looks like it's only one, but I don't think the jack-eye bowls to the right are too far out of the count there.
No, they're close. But if he was going to play the forehand onto his own and try and move the jack across, I think the risk value is way too high there.
I think you gamble playing the tight side. You don't want to runner and roll Jace in, but he would definitely get the same result. Any kind of draw another shot, any kind of movement on the jack on the backhand might bring those others in. It's just hanging a bit high at the moment. Needs to get under Jason. His weight's good enough. He's not going to do any damage. He's just bowled. Didn't break early enough for him. It would have been fairly around the money to count there, but he'll take the one.
Absolutely. Quick story about Jarryd when he first came up from Victoria. Nugget. He said, Junior, can we take this new bloke out in the boat? I said, yeah, mate, yeah. So we went out to do a bit of fishing, and Jarryd come in and he was sort of dressed to the nines, and I was in all me crabbing and prawning gear, like stinking and so on. We had a few bevies out there in the sun.
Yeah, right.
And Jarryd didn't bring a hat.
Oh, no.
Well, I can tell you that's a bad combination when you're drinking a few bevies without a hat in the hot sun. The end was not popular.
I'm sure you looked after him, Junior, the responsible person you are, mate.
Mate, you know, it means it's all safety first with me.
Yep.
Both boys just behind. The second bowl's looking to adjust on their first. And we've got a beautiful bowl coming in here. Yeah, Jarryd's going to just sit behind. Maybe 3-4 inches just behind.
It's just going to fade under a little bit shy.
First bit's good. There's a lovely amount of turn on there, isn't there? Just
that hand's quite nice, and
yeah.
Pick up even more if the breeze picks up later on. It's quite still at the moment. Had a few showers in the first game this morning, so the green's been wet and dry, but the sun's trying to poke its head out at the moment. There's no showers, so should get a bit free and a bit quicker as the game progresses.
Cracking bowl here.
Just the old
foot off.
Quantum's getting that extra turn there, just fading under.
Yeah, seems to be a certain flavour with bowls and fishing.
Bowls and fishing.
Some can bowl and then they can't fish, and others can fish and they can't bowl.
I'm not a fisherman. I can't. There's too much seasickness for me, mate. Go fishing from the bank with a...
Close. Sit on the inside.
Just got about jack-eye the last bowl. Jason's last bowl's about a foot short. jack and he's 2 down, so he beats his last to be very close to getting the shot. He'd be fairly confident that he could correct on that.
Bit wide, bit quick.
Well, he'll touch quick, mate. He won't be wide. He'll rip all the way back. Jarryd will be fairly happy with that. He won't be happy about being 8-4 down, but he's got back-to-back ends now that they're still both going for their long, so they're just going to punch it out at the same length and at the moment.
What's happening on the other greens? We got Scotty Franklin, Lukey. Paul's over there.
Scotty's up 6-4 at the moment by the look of it.
Now on the far rink, I met a gentleman yesterday. His name's Mick, and really nice bloke. Having a couple of bevies, and they say he was very impressive on winning his way through the section. So he's won again this morning, so he's didn't get a lot of time to talk to him about where he was from, but yeah, just a really nice bloke, a bit like you and I.
Be like when you and I.
Yeah. There's not many of us left, is there?
No.
And Robbie, of course. Robbie's in there.
Robbie is a great guy. Not sure about you, Junior, but
hey,
let's say yes for now.
I've got feelings, mate. I've got feelings. Come on. Got a bear fruit, this one. Unlucky. Very methodical in his delivery, isn't he? Very methodical.
Very structured player, Jason. Played for Queensland for about 5 or 6 years. Captained the side at one stage. By far the best bowler to ever come from Toowoomba, hands down. He's so professional. Even in the sides matches, he's so encouraging to the whole side. Such a good captain, such good advice. He's true perfectionist in all of his life, even away from bowls.
It's funny you say that the best player to come out of Toowoomba, because what's this bowl coming? Bowl and a half out. Kiwi sort of alluded to the fact that he was one of the...
Kiwi?
Yeah. Well, that may have just been in a moment of weakness, he said that, but...
Might have been a moment of weakness, mate, but I don't think he'd make the honour roll of the top list, however big you want to make the list,
but a champion bloke nevertheless.
He is a champion bloke.
I think this is the second bowl he's played on that side of the rink, and he's not far away.
On the narrow side, but it's not really affecting his quantums. He's getting really good draw out of there.
Brilliant bowl.
No, it was recorded. He's probably 2 or 3 down before that, so it was a big bowl in the scheme of things. And his first couple of misses, which are now behind, are looking really good there. Jarryd doesn't have a really easy shot to get shot back here. But just looking to try and just crack an egg and only spring it back to his. He can probably still make a couple.
Ooh.
I'll be going big.
Yep. Whoa.
Got an interesting spin out of the delivery there.
Yeah.
I don't think Jason would be too interested in getting too close to this. He could just be a couple of bowls over the draw and give the shot away. So he'd be trying to get his line right, make sure he's wider than tighter. maybe get to one of the wider bowls and fall in rather than getting closer to his.
You gonna revert back to the backhand? Yeah, the old favourite.
Definitely played a safe line.
I was going to say that's a get out of jail, but it's not really. He played it absolutely perfect, and as you said, those two misses were at the back, and that's all clover.
Yep.
So we've got 9-2.
I think Jarryd's on 4, isn't he, Robbie? I think the score's 9-4. We just missed the last two of Jarryd's. So you got the back ends before.
Yes. Nothing misses me, mate. Finger on the pulse, really, isn't it? I blame Robbie, but there'll be no pay packet next week.
No. You know what the score is? You're watching?
I'm blind in one eye and can't see out the other.
Another good opening shot there from Jason. They're definitely... Jarryd changing tactics a little bit here, trying to be a bit more aggressive a bit earlier.
Thanks, Shane, for the reminder. Shane A. Raymond. I don't think I can mention that one on the live stream, mate, but I know what you're talking about. Robbie wouldn't have any anyway. So if you've got any comments, yep, punch it through, share it. I don't know. Wake your wife up, get her on the live stream. Good second bowl. That is the gold shot in singles, is it not? Second shot. In all cases. You know, if they got one sitting right on top of it.
I think in all aspects of bowls, second shots are undervalued, mate. It's, especially if you're playing a side stronger than you or strength than you or any kind of level of bowls, second shot's so important. And until you got a good one, you probably should be still trying to get one.
Well, Jarryd doesn't got to change too much to get to this, and I can't really see how far the jack's off the bowl. Wouldn't be too far. See, remember I was talking about being blind in one eye and can't see out the other?
Jason's is half a bowl behind Kitty. Jarryd's one on the left is about a bowl in front of Jack Eye.
Okay. Thanks, Robbie. He's walking down after it.
He's looking very attentively here, which is normally a good indication that he's very close. I don't think he's too far away.
Jarryd's 2 down. He's got a decision to make. Draw and try and get second shot. Or he could play just a ditch weight swinger onto Jason's bowl, spring that jack out. Now, it's a bit up in the air where that's going to spring, but...
Just let a bit of frustration go in.
Got his... Oh,
yeah, missed that
unlucky.
by millimetres, but reduce the count to 1. Jason jumps out to 10-4, and the shortened format these days, it's only first to 21. Every shot's very important. Just one, Robbie. Yeah, for the comments before, Robbie's going to try and have a look around and get the other scores for us. I was peeking out the window there before, and the chalk marks on the board aren't very clear to tell who's on who, which side, but we'll try and work it out for the viewers so they can get the updated scores on the other rinks.
And at other clubs today, there are games going on. I know at Benoa there is Miss Bolivia is playing down there.
Bolivia was playing Emma Robotham this morning because Emma was staying with us up from Cairns. She's at the same apartment as us in Service Paradise, and all reports that there was a cracking game over at Benoa, but Bolivia got up in a nail-biter about, I think it was 21-15.
Nice. I mean, you're not going to get an easy game.
No,
there's no such thing as an easy game once you clear your round and then start the journey on. There's just no such thing. So if there are any scores coming in from any other venues, please put them up, and we might even say your name and thank you if you do it.
Yeah,
maybe.
A lot of viewers trying to. Always good to get as many scores as we can. You know, we can only broadcast the one game, but we'll still share information and get it all around there.
Absolutely. Fiona Hall, good morning. How are you, lovely? Fiona says, had the pleasure of having Jason at Musgrave last Tuesday. One of the game's great blokes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Got two blokes that know him. I don't know Jason that much, and only from my time at Toowoomba, but always a professional guy, just nice bloke.
Yeah, Fiona, we played the pairs with Jason up at Musgrave last week. The hospitality and the greens were lovely.
Yeah, there's never a problem out there. Everyone's so willing to help, and we'll watch this final bowl, and I've got a small story I'll tell you about Musgrave. Yeah, so a few years ago...
I'm not sure how Ricky went this morning, but...
A few years ago, there was a mixed triples carnival at Musgrave, and my mother and father decided that I was having too much fun playing bowls. So they started, and I said, look, we'll go in this tournament. We'll watch this bowl come down. A skinny mini.
Mr. Hurrywood, trying to sit out Joseph's. Just going to feed under. Another one to Jason by the looks of it.
So we nominated, and then we got a Guernsey, and thought we'd be the only mother, father, son combination. And lo and behold, our first match was against a mother-father combination. But I'm very privileged to play with my parents. Both are very ill health at the moment. So, but we have some nice photos and memories of all of that. So, and Fiona was instrumental in helping in every possible way. So, congratulations to Musgrave. Well, in particular, Fiona. Lovely person.
All the clubs have been sensational. It was the same at where were we yesterday? Benoa. The hospitality was great. And, get around to the different clubs for the state titles. It's a big month. You know, all the players that have played district sides and stay down, they've all been down here for a month, and so many helpers and volunteers and different clubs that we get to play at, and all the players are always appreciated. And would assume Bowls Queensland's obviously very appreciative as well. Can't have these events without all the clubs and all the helpers.
It's just it's astounding at how many volunteers there are, because sometimes you don't notice them. But that behind the scenes stuff is makes or breaks a tournament. And when you've got that many people pulling in the one way, it's brilliant. Jarryd's on a nice line here. Just got to beat those two bowls. Yeah.
Just looking out the window at the bowls, and they look a bit further short than they do on the camera. But
oh, yes, they do.
the front two of Jason's probably about a metre in front. And Jarryd's back ones, which would be the shot. It's more of a
nice line. Go the Quantums. Brilliant. And a little toucher.
Don't see Jace chase too many anymore either, but you obviously know he's on a good run if he's running.
Yes. What a reply.
Sensational reply. It's probably the best result he could have got. Just open it up. Changes it. Gives him a chance with his next. He can get down to the jack now. Oh, there you go, Robbie. Robbie's got some scores up for us. We got Tom Sangster and Scotty Franklin are 7-all. And Luke Turner's up 17-6 over Rob Norquay in their other matches here at Musgrave. And Paul Gilbert 3 over Mick Ryan 2 at the moment.
If anyone out there has got any form on Mickey Ryan, can they send it through? As I said, I met him yesterday, but I didn't have time to get any form on him, but he's a bloody nice bloke.
We'll try and keep the other scores updated as best we can with everything else going on.
Good line. It's almost it has taken Jarryd's shot away on that hand.
You're still, there's obviously still a gap there under Jason's last one, but the line is a bit harder to find on that side of Musgrave.
Hey to Lacey, she says, hey grinder.
Hey, Lace.
And go Gunner.
Luke Day and Jake Green aren't here at Club Musgrave. I'm not sure where they're playing their round matches at the moment. Another one to Jace, jumps out to 12-4. I'm still seeing a fairly long end. The mat's back on the tee, and Jake's about a metre off the tee at the other end. It's a better bowl from Jace. Pretty disappointed with his first one, but he's corrected good. He's only about a foot behind the kitty there. Jarryd Davies just looking to get another one close. Get back all the way down. He's going to be very close here. Good shot, Jarryd Davies. It's unusual to see the flags at Musgrave Hill not moving 1 inch. There, Junior.
Mate, should be out at sea.
Hey, you'll be good go for fishing for you.
Oh, mate. The motor's still broken down and I'm still waking up every morning in hives.
It's just a little bit tight, punchy zone up, but it looks like Jarryd still might be holding the shot.
There's nothing wrong with their line.
Well, with the wind at ease at the moment, the pace and line should become a bit kind, so whoever really grabs it and keeps putting the pressure on.
Wim Mayhoa. High from Russell Bowling Club. Is that Russell Island Bowling Club?
I'm not sure.
Maybe. In New Zealand. Big Lukey Turner. Lukey Turner's on fire. 18-8. Josh Hicks. That's why I get this one, mate. The font's really big.
You got the big font.
Yeah.
Jason's pretty close. He just needs to run a bit more. He's going to die off. It's definitely 1 to Jarryd at the moment. Not sure how close the wing one is. Both the angles are a little bit deceiving, but
much tighter line here if he holds. He's just not even going to get a...
He's rolled him over. Not sure if he's rolled him over enough for a shot. I think Jarryd will still have one. Or maybe not.
Ooh.
Maybe not.
Not happy, Jan?
No, he'd be disappointed with that. One shot, he's just trying to... Very unlucky bowl. Jarryd just needs to try and grab that shot so he can dictate his terms and put the pressure back on Jace at the moment. Jace will just keep rolling the long ones and keep drawing shots. Mr. Baker, good morning.
Dave, how are you, buddy?
Popped in to say good day at Benoa yesterday, yeah.
Pretty good track here from young Jarryd.
Yeah, it's a great shot.
Good cricket. Now on the other games, before we see Joe send this down, Scotty Franklin 12-7, which was 7 all. He's just picked up a 5.
Maybe won a
Pretty
couple,
hard
maybe won a couple of ends, Junior.
Oh, I'm spitballing. No, winging it, don't they? Is that what they say? Just wing it.
You'd probably give someone a 5 if you were marking over there.
Oh, bit of cash involved. No, I shouldn't say that. I should never say that. Here's Jarryd honing in again. 2 great bowls. 2 very good bowls.
Really not leaving much of a target. Right back on the line. Sensational 2 opening bowls from Jarryd. So you needed just to put a bit of pressure back on Jace, you know. Jace said 3 bowls, so he's only got 1 to go. So Jarryd will be looking to do much the same again and put as much pressure on as he can and try and get back on the right side of the scoreboard.
Tough man to rattle though. This is coming in nicely here. A little bit more run.
Just
may have to change. Might have forced him on the other hand now.
It will force him on the other side, but he's just trying to work out what the damage is. So is he drawing a save or is he playing a bit of a more attacking? Playing a bit more attacking.
Oh.
That's nearly a Jason Grundon drive speed, Junior. He doesn't get too aggressive.
Mate, he's, you know, what was that movie, Cool Hand Luke? That's him.
You get a nice, the faster the green, the better for Jason, mate. You give him a couple inches, as you've left him too much room because he'll draw you off every day. He loves it. It's a good opportunity here. Jarryd will be just trying to beat his last bowl and will roll himself in to get 3. Did it? Just falling a little bit short. Takes the 2.
Okay. Is he going to change it up?
If he just found the range there, so he's just having a think, trying to work out whether he wants to go the same because he just found it or change it up.
So we're going back to the same length.
Pretty similar. They're still going long.
And Lukey Turner's 1 away from the Holy Grail.
And holding shot.
Jarryd a bit full of running on that one. Nice track here from Jason Grundon.
Looks like Luke Turner will be our first one through to the round of 16 at Club Musgrave. Getting up over Rob Norquay, 21-8.
Certainly a bowls improver, Rob. He's changed a lot of things in his game, he was saying, and yeah, he's really starting to improve. Change of environment as well.
Didn't get much movement out of that at all, just held all the way down. Jarryd trying to put the jack in the ditch, and unfortunately he's taken one of his back bowls out in the meantime. Jarryd only with one behind. I think Jace will still be just trying to get as close as he can. You're going to prove me wrong and try and put one around the back.
Oh, a bit of NRE, mate.
He likes doing that.
Excuse me.
And he put it in the ditch. He's sitting right back on the ditch board there, out near the peg. I'm pretty sure Luke will play the winner of Paul Gilbert and Mick Ryan, which it looks like they're only scoring in ones over there at the moment. Very low scoring for the amount of time we've been out there now. Are they like? Oh yeah, they did start a bit later.
Jarryd's brother's trying to fire him up.
He's got a bit of it this time, but he's going to kill it, which is just as good as a result because he missed it. He'd back Jason to draw another one. It would have blown it out to 16-6, but now it's score remains the same, so it's only 7 the diff.
Ronald Bayes is. Look at that. I think there should be a sarcasm balloon behind that one. You sound good, Grinder. But is it money exchanged hands or?
Oh, mate.
Favours?
Ronald's just a nice bloke, mate. He can hear a good voice when he hears one.
Okay. All right. We'll leave that one alone, Robbie, eh? No comment. Oh.
I'm still keeping the same tactic, long. No one's breaking and trying to change it up. Just going blow for blow with the long ones. And I guess why would you if you can put one that close? Just open it up, Junior.
And that first bowl is so important, isn't it? It sets the tone for the end.
First bowl is so critical in singles. You know, if you can get it on, you're just applying that pressure straight up. You know, and the opposition misses a couple of bowls, all of a sudden you're 2 or 3 down and trying to get out of trouble or save. Not a bad opener from Jace as well. Plate perfect.
Lockie Davies shot Jarryd. Absolutely. And here comes another one
as well. Was it starting to turn it up a bit?
Good track. Starting to come into it very nicely.
He needs to hurry a little bit as it's fading. He's just going to finish across there. I'll make Jarryd change his hand now.
Well, if he just sits Jace's bowl, flops on the inside, it's still only going to be 2, but it's going to be a safer.
Maybe.
Safer head.
Preferably rather be a bit tighter and chuck it away and tidy it up, but
I've got on the wide hand to put something behind then.
just a bit sticky out there, mate.
If Jace does play one of those massive drives that he's got, that's the side it looks like it'll squirt to.
That could have been one of his drives, Junior. He doesn't get right behind it anymore, mate.
Well, I didn't fall asleep when it was coming down. Yeah. We have a chat to him after the game and say, mate, you got to stop driving. Yeah, it's killing your game.
I wouldn't drive either if I could draw as good as Jason Grundon, mate. But
oh yeah. This could be a case of turning back the clock for him.
I don't think he's ever dropped the guard, mate. He's played such high level for such a long time. Jarryd's got a good shot coming down here. Just needs to run a bit more.
Bit shy.
Makes it even harder for Jason now. Looked like he was eyeing up the back end. He looks like he's eyeing up the forehand a bit more, so might play a little bit of weight trying to punch his through Jarryd's.
Well, it would split, wouldn't it? If he got it on the right angle.
Yeah, a couple of rolls. You roll it enough in for shot.
Yeah.
Playing more aggressive weight.
Just going to drop on him. That was the other option, to get a Stingray slider off Jarryd's front one end too.
I don't think anyone would really want that, Junior. If he did, he'd be the first one to apologise for it.
Absolutely. That's just about gone out of the game now too. Not many people apologise, only good blokes like us. So the big J-man gets 2. 13-18. It's been an arm wrestle of the mind for these pair, hasn't it? Just to... Where do I go to set this up to make it profitable?
It's been first to it at the moment.
Yeah.
It's been... Jarryd's continuing with the long lengths, and he keeps nailing it the way he has. He'll be the goal.
Nice starter.
Christine, Dean and Dale aren't playing at Club Musgrave today. They would be at Robina or Southport. Robina.
Good line. How's the weight? It's probably second
A little bit short. Should Jarryd be picking up the jack until his opponent gets to the head? Erica, Jarryd, you'll always see them indicate to the other player that they're comfortable that it was 2 down or 2 up or whatnot before he'll do that. They won't do that without acknowledgement from the other player.
Well pointed. Will it get back? Not quite.
He's just a bit quick.
Now Jarryd, he's got the option now. He can play forehand or backhand. They try to promote the bowl on the left-hand side on the backhand, or just draw another one.
Play his others down the backhand. I don't think he'll risk playing the hand that's a little bit less
Reliable.
A little bit less predictable, mate. He'll be making himself to keep no reason for change. Beat the front one of Jason's. He may all be holding too. It's close for the second shot now. He'd be disappointed there. He's just dropped the weight off it.
Just did the can kick on the way through too.
Chase just trying to work out whether he's 1 or 2 down before he blows his shot, but I don't think it'll change. Jace will be fairly confident that he'll beat the front pack to at least obtain second shot. Gets around the front, little touch on Kitty.
You got more friends on there.
A few dollars here and there, mate. He likes it. Just needs to settle now and get back. I'm not sure that's not really giving away. It looks, the first camera angle looks like Jason's got it, but the other one looks like he may still not have it. Both reaching for the measures. Gus has put the marker up as 1 because it can only be 1. 1 to Jarryd. He gets back within 4 now.
It's only been the 1 multiple, hasn't it? A 4.
Early in the piece there was a 4, yeah.
Yeah, 1s and 2s, so it's grafting. Johnny Wilson giving us a wave. Well pointed again. Yeah, nice bowl. Very good.
Be fairly pleased with that. Just about a foot behind Jack.
Jarryd's bowl come in here, and one of Jarryd's biggest supporters, Scott Thorogood. Jarryd has the best calves in the game. Well, I'd say you're probably a bit long-sighted, mate, but, you know. Good that you're supporting him, though. Jay's just losing just a little bit of weight.
Yeah, he's had a couple of more looser bowls to Jason's standard at the last few ends, but they also come with a bit of pressure. You know, Jarryd's been opening up with great openers, applying that pressure right from that first bowl. You know, that's what we were talking about earlier. The more you can get that first bowl pressure, everything just adds up.
Absolutely.
It's not... Jason will be more disappointed with his first ones because they were short than anything, and now he makes this shot even more harder for him, but he'd just be trusting he can get out there and gets the right weight. He'll hopefully reduce the count or set something up for himself. He's played it pretty well. He's just faded under, but no, if he's... I think he's quite backdoored it, but I'm not sure if he's 2 down anymore.
Yeah, too hard. Hard to tell.
I think the shot will be between the Jack I one and Jarryd's front bowl. Yeah. Trying to find that line and get back to sit out Jason's last bowl, which he's played extremely well. What a cracking shot there.
Yeah.
He's holding, no question about it that he's holding 4 now. Pushing that bowl at the back, you might see Jason play one of his quicker shots.
Quite often when you...
He might be tempted, but he'll also understand the risk. You know, you miss it. It's back to all square. Start again, 13 all. Right. Going to stay with the draw. Needs to hold the touch.
Bit runny. With Jarryd getting that bowl, his confidence will pick up after that.
Oh, you can see...
Seeing it out clean.
Most definitely. Cracking shot. Cracking shot. Makes the 4. After being behind the match, he's got back to all square. You see the momentum pick up and the energy pick up. Jace just needs to keep fighting away and try and win the next shot or get back to his drawing brilliance.
Another solid starter.
Yeah, he's really Jared's really starting to burn now. Forcing Jace to change sides as well. It's not a bad reply. But he's well down again, Junior.
Yeah.
Just roll it over a touch.
Change the head. Jace's got to change hands again.
He'd rather be back over that side.
Yeah. He's enjoying that.
He's to run this out as much as he can.
Well, that could be second shot. Maybe not.
He'd be disappointed he finished short. He knew he needs to try and get there and crack an egg on Jarryd's front one or get to the back. And
he's much more settled now, Jarryd, with 3 bowls within a mat.
yeah,
He's found his range. He's found his weight. You were talking about the energy before. You can just see a bit of a spring in his step and the confidence coming back.
made that cracker last end on that tough hand to find that line, get around Jason's end, sit out the closest bowl to ensure that he got a 4. Chase playing a bit more weight, just didn't get back in time for him.
Just a little swing in the pendulum.
Jarryd trying to work out how many he's got and where's he want to go. What's Jason going to play? Where do I need to be? You won't want to leave anything jack high there and make the shot any easier, so he rolls his front.
Far too good a bowler to leave something set jack high. That won't be the case if you're looking for where to cover and count. With Dave Morrison, great bowling, and thanks as always to the stream from Henley on Clip in South Africa. Very fortunate to spend a little bit of time in
what a great shot.
And a little clip on the side on the way through. So, yeah, very fortunate to spend a bit of time in South Africa. Very exciting place.
Millimeters away from perfection there. Nearly just tucked that around the corner, just perfect. It's still outstanding either way. Makes it extremely tough here for Jace to get out of trouble. He'll be backing himself in the draw to try and get to that last bowl. Bit of turns of the table and a bit of pressure applied back on Jace.
Are you watching it?
It looks a touch tight.
Is he going to finish on the inside or the outside?
Everything says. Only be 3 down, could be 4. Either way, I'd be disappointed. Just needs to, it's the same as Jarryd before now, it's just turn. Jason needs to try and win the next end and then determine whether he wants to change the length or just get the pressure back on himself.
3.
3 it was?
Yep. Yeah, Jace was going to go for the tape to have a look at it, and Jarryd just went, no, it's only 3, mate.
Yeah. It's a big turnaround. He's got a 4 and a 3 to go from 13-9 behind to 16-13 in front. And that's just all from that applied pressure at the start. He started nailing it at that first bowl. Jace misses by a little bit, and all of a sudden you're 2 and 3 down and trying to get out of trouble. And again,
that's been the difference, hasn't it?
Bang. Put that first bowl within a bowl. Pressure's straight back on. See, even Jason's quantum struggling to get back there on that funny side at Musgrave.
Look at his body language when he's either stalking, he's stationary watching it, or when he stands up and puts his finger on his lip. It's not going anywhere.
Very observant, Junior.
That's what I get paid the big bucks for, mate. Robbie, don't laugh. Come on, mate. That's a better line.
So let go into the front one. He's extremely close here. Just needs to let go underneath.
Brilliant.
Great shot.
Here comes a very, very nice shot. Has it got the weight? Yep.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
An accurate reply again. He's definitely found his range now, Jarryd. He's not give him an inch and he's taking it. Leave Jason with a easy shot. He's try and play something similar, I'd imagine, but on the difficult side. He's going to back himself on the draw on the other hand. Try and get another one close. If he beats his own, he might set something up or change the angles a bit. Roll Jarryd's shot bowl.
This is one of his drives.
It's a bit stiff there not to move the front one off the line or crack an egg on the shot bowl, but I think he went in the pit too, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's an opportunity to make 3 here if he can sit Jason's bowl out, move it about 2.5 feet, or maybe more.
Jason's bowl's still in front of Jack Eye. I don't think he'd be trying to sit it. He just want to beat it, not build the target any bigger. Just need to hurry a little bit. Jeez. 2 bowl shorts of a cracker there. Even though he's one down, Jace can't afford to be too advantageous and doesn't want to take his own out of the head. So I think you just try and get as close as you can. Real life, as a peek out the window, it looks like there's a bit more room than the camera there, so possible to draw it just under his own.
Off the edge. Got
Off
it.
the edge.
Great bowl.
Wow.
But, mate.
Not sure if that's exactly what he was trying to achieve, but
well, I'd
got
reckon
the
it
result.
is. You know, because if he gets Jarryd's bowl flush, there's no result. It just goes back, and if he sticks with it.
Yeah, if he took his clean out of the head, he was 3 down. So I don't think, anyway, he's got the, either way, we'll never know. We'll have to ask him after the game, but I think by the way he's apologising to Jarryd, he wasn't going for it.
Mate, I'm trying to pump his tyres up and I get nothing.
He'd be happy he got away with it, got the shot. Maintains that back to 16-14. It's probably the first change of length we've seen. A bit shorter. Pistol, we need a esky, mate. They don't need bigger eskies. A esky would be good. The other 2 games out there that are still going are still very tight, mate. Tom Sangster's got the lead there over Scotty Franklin, 16-13.
Yeah.
Mick Ryan still ahead of Gilly. Paul Gilbert, 13-10. And this one on the live stream, 16-14.
Well, certainly a bit of change here with the shorter end.
Yeah, they're both Still trying to find the change of length.
Mm.
Reese will be disappointed that he hasn't already nailed it with having the jack roll. This is a bit better correction from him. He's going to finish a couple of feet behind Jack. Jarryd's egging this on to come home for him, but it's not listening. Hanging out there a bit wide. Stalking this one down. Just rip hard. It is.
I'd say we'll see a bit of mustard this time. I must feel there's plenty of room to get in there.
Two short ones of Jace's stopping any kind of real attacking shot. It was just to draw out of trouble, but sneak past there. It'll only be the 1 or 2 down there. So it would have been 2, really, was it? Yeah, brings it back to 16 all. All right.
Back to a longer end.
A few clouds rolling in.
Coming in for a nice home here. Just pulling up just a tad short.
Carl, what are you doing out in Roma, mate? Hi, Marie. Marie's out in Gundawindi. Mr. Flegler's out in Roma.
Carlos Santana. Mate, we're having the time of our lives here, mate. Broadcasting up a storm.
Still not much movement on the wind, on the flags up there, mate. A little bit more than before.
It might still be all right out at sea, that's for sure. Great second bowl there from Jace. Finishing just in front of the jack. Jarryd's reply, if it's going to get down.
Get down, he just seems to hurry a touch.
Hard on the screen, but
He said it's
2 good bowls.
I don't know if he got the shot out of it, but he's definitely set it up for his next one. He's got the one behind now and one just in front. Ideally, Jace will want to change it up a little bit, even though he's holding. Looks a touch high, but Jace is stalking it. You get down to this back bowl, will be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, that's a great bowl. I don't know whether the angles are going to work right for him to play onto his, or hopefully get a little bit wider and play onto Jace's bowl.
Gets it right. Look, he can still sit Jace out clean and come up and have a bit of a look at it. He still has that catcher if that jack's getting past Jace's bowl. He just made by getting in there, he's made that shot a bit tougher than it was.
Yeah, so if anyone's got any results from any of the other venues, please send them through. I asked before, but I mightn't have had the mic on because no one sent them through.
And the other game's finished over there. So Tim Sangster's got up over Scotty Franklin. Fresh from the press, Damien got up over Kane, 21-20. Incredible state series from Kane, and disappointed about in the singles, but looks like it's a great game, and Damien's been in pretty good form himself this state series, and obviously made a state singles final in the past.
Another good bowl, solid bowl.
Depend on the angles, and Jarryd might even play bigger weight.
Forehand?
He has all the backward.
That seems to be the only thing that he was worried about, is those front two bowls, the angle at which they go. So I think probably a forehand really onto it and spring it back out to the left. He's got two behind.
There's only one down, so he won't want to. There's any kind of risk there that he can click his clean out the head somehow and go 3 or 4 down. He won't be wanting that, so try and pick the shot that gives him the best chance for a good result without going down that number. Just trying to check out the angles. And
he's spending the time trying to work everything out, isn't he?
I think he's 100% committed to something at the moment, but he'll pick up his bowl and turn around and pick one.
Let it go.
Try and play the more delicate weight and just get to his. He's just going to fade under.
Beautiful weight.
You wonder, Jason gets the lead back, 17-16, and also getting to 17 puts him within range now, so can go out in one end.
What do they call this? It's the snooze and lose.
Springboard.
Springboard. Did we cover diving before, Robbie, or?
No, but when he gets near 19, it's got his toes over the end of the springboard as well.
I'm used to the 10 metre tower. I don't use a springboard, mate. Yeah. For a belly flop. Jace has changed the length. Perhaps a couple of metres shorter. Jarryd's come in with a very good reply. Tad short, but it's on the move. Excellent bowling, Jace.
2 right on it.
That springboard's looking quite good.
Springboard. To see you on a springboard.
Mate, it'd
A
be
couple of
magic.
somersaults.
I think it'll be Magic.
A good hit here from Jarryd. Kill it. Didn't mess around with it. Whack and bang. The goat is back.
We've got a message there from Reed James. Come on, Jarryd.
Got the sponsors, mate, of this event. Make change at your club. Become Containers for Change partner and start recycling containers with our free bins and collections. Every empty container can earn your Bowls Club 10 cents, Junior, to help fund your social functions, new equipment donations and charity and more. We'd like to always thank the sponsors of the events because they go a long way with making the events successful, mate.
Makes a big wheel go round.
Big wheel go round.
And just to one on the just on the slide. I know we haven't put the slide up yet, but Club Musgrave, bar staff, meals, the kitchen, green staff, magic. They've gone all out for this tournament, and GM Wayne has done a fantastic job and his crew. So good on them. Yeah, Reedy, if you've been watching the whole game, it's been swings and roundabouts for both players. There's been a little bit of ascendancy on one side, and then there's the fight back, and anyone's game. 17-16, anyone's game. Another nice bowl coming in here. Jace going to get right in the line? No.
Jason's always his hardest critic. He'll be giving himself a little uppercut there for finishing short.
He's just walked away a bit, mate, so we can't see him do it.
Would have made Jarryd shot a little bit tougher, finishing both in the line, but he's got it on a good line to get around Jason's.
Good adjustment on his last bowls.
Good correction from Jace. Just working out what shot he wants to play.
No, he thinks he go hard.
Lining up for a big whack. Pretty close again. Got it for a kill.
What time's it get dark?
At dark time, when the sun goes down.
God. You're all over it, champ.
Pretty lethal drive on him, mate. Pretty accurate.
Mm. And again, you know, the players that have got those shots, if the head's just not suiting them, why not?
Quite set up to play a easier shot, so they back themselves on the drive, kill it, restart. Only danger is, like anything, when you miss, you can build that pressure up on yourself. But
absolutely.
Young fellas don't seem to miss these days, you know.
Mate, I've had my eyes for 61 years and I still can't see the jack down the other end, so it's no wonder I miss when I drive. Jace persisting with this shorter end.
Well, it's getting back into the game. Like Jarryd was, even though they were both going T to T and they were both playing extremely well in different patches, but Jarryd really had the momentum in the last swing of it and had to change it up. Can't keep trying to get out of that trouble when the opposition's burning.
Yep. Great reply.
Just pinched his line a little bit. Yes, David. Jason will be used to dead ends. I think it was 18-11 when Bester killed 5 in a row, and then I was talking to Jace about it earlier this morning. He said I think he killed another 5 when he was on 13, but he won't mind that. He'll just have it in his focus to keep trying to put the pressure on and keep trying to get the opposition to keep killing them. At the moment, looks pretty tidy here from Jarryd. Just going to roll his own over and make a good couple. Not sure if he's 1 or 2 down. I heard him see him ask the question, but I didn't see the response from the marker. It's pretty close, just needs to hurry a touch. Sure if he got enough to get second. Welcome back, Junior.
Thanks, champion. Just a quick one.
Jarryd's holding 1 or 2 here, mate. Not exactly sure. I'm going to back it in for 2.
Mm-hmm.
Be looking to make sure that this one counts, and he looks like pretty close on the way to doing that.
Yeah, lovely weight, mate. Lovely. Look at that. That's lovely weight.
It's definitely 2. I'll have a bit of a look. Either way, it's going to put Jarryd back in the lead and also put him within range now. So we've got both players within range of that 4.
All right, boys. It's not a secret. How many? 2 or 3?
Yeah, I didn't see the paddle pops. Because they were still measuring. That's why the marker didn't have the paddle pops up, and then they just let him know, and no one's letting us know. But Jarryd's done the board up there, so it looks like he's added the 3 on. It was 3. The board's 19-17 at the other end.
Game on. David Bowles. Jason will be used to dead ends. Bester killed 5 in a row yesterday, going just a jack. Unbelievable shots. So Jack Bear, yeah?
Shiloh, Barry Lester and Dale McWhinney are 15 all by the look of it. That'd be a cracking game to be watching.
Absolutely. Bit of banter.
Dale's been playing pretty good too, winning the pairs the other day.
On fire. And, what a special moment. Winning it with your brother.
You're pretty honourable winning it with a family member, let alone brothers. I'm sure Mum was extremely happy.
Tell me she was a bit emotional. You can believe it, eh?
I could believe it.
She puts her heart and soul into this game. And then Big Shillo, he'd probably have one or two sherbets just on the premise of him getting in there. So it would have been a lively night, I'd say.
Shillo would have had a sherbet, win, lose or draw, mate, but would have been extremely proud as well.
Mm-hmm. Suze Dobell, hi from Saviour's Bowls, Jersey Channel Islands. Now, Jarryd coming down with his third bowl. Looks to be on a better line, better weight. Is he going to sit Jace out clean? Maybe still one down.
Great shot here, a little bit stiff there. The result just caught the inside of Jason's and rolled around. Not sure if he's done enough for shot. Marker indicates that Jason's still got the one.
Bit of a step in his spring in his step there.
He's trying to run behind it. He's definitely looking closely at it. What a great shot he's going to get right in there behind the jack. Be holding a couple.
Ooh,
Jarryd.
It presents itself with an opportunity.
And he has the one hole behind the jack, but I think if he's looking at it pretty closely, if he decides to attack and get both of Jason's out or hit it with enough force that he kills it rather than make himself, I don't think he can really go any worse off than what he is.
Just the angles are right for him, aren't they?
Yeah.
To leave him sit there
Yeah,
cold.
he gets a big wind up. And just a little high.
Good weight though.
Weight's always good. He gets just got the front edge of that bowl, otherwise he's pretty right on target for both of Jason's. Might see Jason change hands there. The only problem is it's give Jason an opportunity. He can trail the jack, land the bowl for 4 shots. He comes down on the forehand, flicks the jack out. Now he can get enough and get enough to go out. It's I'm not sure if the bowl's worth 4, but either way, he'll be looking to trail that jack down for 4, or if he's a bit high, he'll get to the bowl anyway.
Looks like, I know our angles are terrible, but I think just by looking at that, if he gets that bowl out, he's still got maybe 2 or 3 feet to stay in.
Yeah, it does look like Jason's back one beats the front one of Jarryd's when we look out the window.
Mm-hmm. He played a bit tighter line, and he's got his weight.
He's close.
Yeah. Did you feel that back slice was going to come into play then?
You felt it as once you worked out that it was under, he nearly, would have been devastating. Back cut that down to 1 down, but he didn't. Would have got the 2, make it all square again. 19 all.
And they're having a good chuckle between themselves. We're respecting each other, and
2 very nice people, mate. Know Jace a lot more than I know Jarryd, but I had the pleasure of playing Jarryd this morning and I've seen his behaviour over the last stake titles. He's always a gentleman, always polite, and even in the opposing section yesterday at Benoa, he's remembering the players' names and acknowledging them by their first name and the markers, and very polite young kid.
He's a dead set talent. He's got all the attributes to make a a very good Australian bowler.
Good opener from Jace.
Rosie Lee. It certainly has been a great game. Has it? What? It's had everything.
Yeah, Jamie Dixon, that game. The pairs final was a cracker the other day. 2 Shawns and the McGuinney brothers.
There's Big Indy Conlon. He says, hi, Junior.
You get around, mate. You know a lot of people.
Mate, I think it's, if you put yourself out there, you just meet cracking people, And as you know, I hate having a good time. But yeah, there's some crackers. Fiona Hall, what a fantastic game. You guys commentary have been great too. Thank you. So that, mate, we get a bit of acknowledgement every now and then. Nice way to spend a Saturday with triple butter popcorn in front of the big screen. Yeah.
Not too many compliments, mate. They'll be in here more often.
Oh, no, look, they've saved a lot up.
Yeah.
They're going to let them go at the end, So when you watch a movie and all the credits come up.
Bit of support coming in from the Toowoomba contingent. Let's go, Jason. 2 to go. Letitia.
What's Jace going to do here? Just draw another one or just draw in front of Jarryd's bowl? Looks to be a bit tight on the run. Alf Alexander Woolley. Jarryd taught me everything I know when I was 14.
When Jarryd was 14, not when Alf was 14, Robbie said.
Oh. I might put some glasses on. What do you think? I'll have a chance. Okay, what's Jace just seen? Who's who in the zoo? Whether he's holding or...
Just trying to work out who, if he already has one, just needs to draw another for game, or he's one down and needs to sit that bowl. But he didn't appreciate us in the live stream, so he didn't let us know, so it's only in his mind. You can also just draw down and... Yeah, I'd have to agree, Robbie. I think Jarryd's holding. It's a good line.
Very close.
Needs to hurry a touch.
Okay. Jarryd going to draw for game.
Possibly, if he's holding, he'll be drawing for game.
Do you think he is on that shot? It looks like he is holding. You agree?
Sure.
Yeah.
It does, but he was looking down on the forehand, so you think if he was holding, it's just a matter of drawing another shot, but it's a bit hard to see. Or
he's just looking at all of his options and just to settle his mind down, have a look at the options, go, all right, well, that's what I've got to play. That's all I've got to do.
Lining up for the draw on the backhand. Got it out in a good area as well. He's egging it to run. Looks like it's running. Looks like it needs to pull up.
Yeah.
Looked like he had the body language trying to egg it on, but there you go. That's why they didn't tell us. It was a measure. One to Jarryd. Jarryd goes out all but 20 to 19.
What a classic last, well, should we call it the last end? I think we... Two for Jason, one for Jarryd.
One for Jason. We go 20 all in the last end. Be a fitting end.
Yeah, let's get another one, eh?
Michael Breathington. I don't know. I don't think so, mate. Junior might be, but I'll be heading towards the bar.
Well, hang on, mate. Hang on. Use my glass a bit. Hey, boys, on all day. Brett, though, I've got to go home and get Mum's lunch, and if I make it back in time and I'm asked back, I mean, that's always, well, yeah, we're never assured. Yeah, I'll be back. So it's going to be, stay tuned, get that triple butter popcorn and dial in.
What we have is we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 2 of 5, 2 of 6, and 2 of 6. That gives us 10 divisions.
He's got that little hop, not far away.
He's going to finish behind, but he won't be too disappointed with that.
No, it's a good bowl, good starter.
Running through a good 2 or 3 feet, a bit more than it looks on the camera. Jarryd pulling up about 6 feet short with the last ball.
I wonder how the nerves are right about now. They all know what it's, it's...
I think they all get nervous, mate. Everyone gets a bit of nerves. It's just the greater ones seem to deal with it a bit better. And look at that, you pump up.
Prime
I think
example.
nerves would bother either of these players too much. They'll be living in the moment and want to perform well. You get the job done, and that's just a cracking bowler. Jason makes it extremely hard for Jarryd, and it looks like he's just going to fade under, which will leave him with one bowl to try and save game.
Yeah.
It's holding 2. He want another one in there, but he won't want to build it up too much. Gets back down to his own. Not build the target up. He's a little bit short.
All right, so he's still holding 2.
He's still holding game.
Perfect scenario. Jarryd puts one down there, gets second shot. We go into
Well, I think the perfect shot for Jason, we're hoping that he doesn't have to play his last bowl. But either what Jarryd does here, Jason still has one more to counteract.
rectify it there.
And, Jarryd unable to convert. It'll be handshake time.
They're the line. He's close. Yep. Yeah, nice bowl. Nice bowl.
Oh, what a cracking shot. What a cracking effort. I'm not sure if... Assuming that he's got second shot. We have to have second shot. Jason's going to play.
This could be it, mate. The dream come true. What's he
Where
going
I'm
to play?
looking, it still looks like 2 to Jason, but that must have been faded. Must be faded across the line a bit more. Jace didn't even hesitate. He went back out to play that bowl, so it must have definitely only be one shot. Oh, he's
Bit wide,
he likes it.
Very good grass.
Needs to hurry.
Hello. No, fading now.
Just going to die at the death.
They've got it, mate.
We won to Jace, 20 all, one more end.
Yeah, baby.
They can do much better than us.
Oh, thanks, Fiona. You two bounce off each other nicely in commentary. Joy to listen to. I mean, the dulcet tones of us together. I mean, this could be the start of a beautiful relationship.
Don't get too excited, Junior. Don't get too excited, mate.
You got a bit on?
Get a bit on.
You got to get your nails done and haircut.
Jace has rolled a medium 3/4 length. Looks a touch high, but they do come back a bit hard, the Quantums. He's going to hang out.
I've got a prediction here. He's going to go hard and put the kid in the ditch.
You reckon?
Nope.
I think if Jace was a little bit closer, he may have, but he's left enough room there for him to be able to put his own pressure on. Drawing.
Start up.
Should run through a little bit. First to get the front knocker will go a long way to winning it. This looks a little bit light. We're getting a few jitters. Well, Mick Ryan in the other games got out to 20 and Gillies keeps on fighting, only 17 behind. He can go out. Either players can go out over there as well. This game, one player's going to go out this end unless it's been killed. Yeah.
Jace has got a bit of a stalk on. No, he doesn't like it. A bit heavy.
Round the back.
Well, open draw.
There's plenty of room there. It's amazing
That's
what pressure can do to players.
For Jarryd's bowl, that's nice.
Just needs to hurry a bit.
Ooh. It's the unknown.
Get the side angle there. Robbie sorting out the cameras for us.
Oh.
And Jace will still want to get as close as he can here, but also understand he doesn't really want to turn Jarryd in and give the shot away. Yeah. Draw a little touch and take away the direct hit. You get a little trot up. It's a pretty good shot here. Jason Grundon just going to run through a little bit.
Cover that bowl. Well,
so Lee Jarryd with his last bowl, he's got about 3 feet to draw the shot to win the game. These players would normally do it blindfolded, but when you're 20 all and a little bit of breeze swaying.
oh, that's a wide line.
Lines are right, depending on his pace. He needs to put on the brakes. Jace has turned around to shake his hand either way. Looks like shot to Jarryd from where I am, but I'm not sure.
I'm not going out on a limb on this one because it's.
Jace has kicked it. It's one to Jarryd, so Jarryd takes out the game against Jace. It's been a pleasure to commentate and bring the broadcast to you, and couldn't get me Toowoomba mate home, but he can walk off the green very proud anyway, Junior.
Absolutely. Just to give both guys, it was an arm wrestle all the way. There was the ups, the downs. We had the change in the length, which gave it momentum to each player.
Yep.
The game had it all. It's quite a few shots. absolutely brilliant, and we'll just have a look at Jarryd go around in the next level.
Yeah, so he'll play against Tim Sangster in the next game this afternoon, round of 16, and the winner will go through to tomorrow's quarterfinals, and Luke Turner will play the winner of Mick Ryan and Paul Gilbert, which looks like Gilly's holding a couple over there.
And just quickly, we got score come through. Dale's 18-17 over Baz.
Well, there's still no bite of that one.
Be a bit of banter in that one. That's absolutely for sure.
Be some great games this hour. So if you're not doing anything, you want to watch some bowls, there'll be some down at still some games to go at Robina and Southport and Musgrave for the men. Where are the ladies? They're at Benoa. And we would like to wrap it up and thank our sponsors. Robbie giving me some instructions here. This live streaming by the Bowls Coast-Tweed media team is brought to you by Bowls Queensland, experienced Gold Coast and Queensland government, and also Containers for Change. Containers for Change is a major sponsor of the Bowls Queensland State Championships, women's and men's singles. We'd like to thank them for their support.
Become a Container for Change partner and start recycling containers with our free bins and collections. Every empty container can earn Bowls Club's 10 cents to help fund social functions, new equipment, donations to charity, and much, much more.
It just makes it easy, mate. You just throw the cans in, nice and easy.
Absolutely.
We'd also like to thank the host club at Musgrave Hill Bowls Club for making their facilities available for these 2024 State Championship events. Thanks also to the many other venues that are being used. And it's been a pleasure being at Musgrave. They've been sensational here.
And to finish off, we would also like to thank the umpires, greenkeepers, bar staff, bistro staff, especially for feeding Robbie, and the volunteers for their support on this event, which they are far and wide and many. So please put your hands together or make sure you have a thought for all of those people. Bowls Queensland, proudly sponsored and supported by Mullins, More Than Law, Queensland Government, BCIB Insurance Brokers, ACET Sports, J. Carroll Club Promotions, and Bioscapes Group.
And our other game's gone to 20 all between Paul Gilbert and Mick Ryan, but are we leaving them, Robbie?
Yep.
We'll have to give you that result later.
Okay, so don't forget to say Jarryd, everybody.
We'll see you all later, all the viewers. Thanks very much for your time.
20 minutes.
And the next game will be live here in about 20 minutes for the round of 16 at Musgrave Hill. Cheerio.
Every year in Queensland, we use more than 3 billion drink containers. Yet many of these are recyclable and can be kept from ending up as landfill. Queensland's container refund scheme, Containers for Change, is funded by the beverage manufacturers who produce these drinks. Every eligible container earns a 10-cent refund, which you can keep or donate to a good cause. Every container returned to a refund point is sorted, processed and recycled, starting a new life as a whole range of products. With a vision to ensure no container goes to waste, Containers for Change works with organisations across Queensland to help them achieve their sustainability goals. We provide a range of collection solutions to suit and can provide reports to track the progress of your organisation and its impact. You'll be surprised how quickly the money refunded to your business by Containers for Change grows too. It's a great way to generate extra income for staff incentives and social activities, or to donate to a cause that matters to your team. Starting your sustainability journey with us is easy, and with your help, Containers for Change is making a world of difference to individuals, charities, community groups, and our environment.